Thank you. Let me fly away with you. For my love is like the wind, wild as the wind. Give me more than one caress. Satisfy this hungriness.
Well, good evening, everyone. Welcome to another pre-dinner drinks. I'm really sorry if you're watching on Facebook. I don't know what was happening there. It just wasn't working very well at all. It was stopping and starting the whole time, so I had to try and stop it and start it again, and it seems to have fixed it now. But yeah, I'm really sorry about that. It was a bit of a pain in the neck, wasn't it? YouTube was working fine, and everything from our end was working fine as well. There's no dropped signals or anything at all. So yeah, I'm really sorry about that. Very sorry. So hopefully you're with us now, though. And if you are, if you'd like to drop me a message, just let me know, because I don't quite know if you are or not, to be honest. Some of you are here on the old little thingamajig. Good evening, fine pair of shoulders. You're in. You're there. Who else is there? It says chat's one. Oh, there we go. That's as well. Yeah. So I'm really sorry about that. Some of you would have missed the dancing, which was nice, but you can catch it later on YouTube, actually, because it will be uploaded to YouTube. So if you missed it on Facebook, you'll get it on YouTube, because that video that we did have that was uploaded, that was live, sorry, on Facebook, is gone. That was deleted, so it wouldn't work at all. So yeah, I'm just waiting for Kelly to come and join us, grace us with her presence. She's been a very busy girl today. She's been decorating once again in the dining room today. She's done very well, and she's got one wall to go. It's the difficult wall that's left to go, because she's got to get the dresser out of the way. I'm just going to perhaps watch her and have a little look, see how she gets on Sunday. We're going to do that, but yeah, I'm going to watch and just give her lots of moral support. That's the plan. Yes. I've no idea where we're at with this video now. I'm not entirely sure. Oh, there we go. It's all working. Ah, hello. We're working. We're back with it. So Margaret's here. Vicky Wellington's there. Hello, Victoria. Good evening. Good evening. I'm waiting for my glass to arrive. It's being poured out downstairs. Julie Harris, good evening. Yeah, we didn't drop out. I turned it off and then turned it back on again, because it was misbehaving terribly. Oh, pop. I don't know if you heard that. I did. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, so what's occurring? So the questions for this, it will be along shortly. Okay, Peter, thank you very much. We'll still be here. We'll be here with you. So the topic of conversation this evening was what's your favourite band, musician, song, singer, and what kind of music do you like? That was the starter. That was the starter for 10, and then Daddy or Chips. I remember that advert from years ago when I was a little boy, and I've asked Ella what she likes, Daddy or Chips, and she did say Daddy, but I got her to recount that advert. I don't know if any of you remember the advert for. I think it was for McCain's Chips. Good evening, Baps. Good evening, Baps. Now I'm just trying to sort something out here on my phone while I'm chatting away to you. So, yeah, do start asking me questions. Tell me, who's your favourite artist? What's your favourite music? Because some of you I don't know. Some of you might have really eclectic tastes. Mine, I do have quite an eclectic taste. Quite a range of music that I like. I like Bruno Mars, but then also I like Frank Sinatra and the Rat Pack, Dean Martin and Sammy Davis Jr. I like some faithless stuff. There's some really bizarre stuff that I like. I like some Bee Gees things, but I love a bit of classical music as well. And I'm a big fan of ELO. So there's a real range there for me. But I mean, if I had to choose a band that I'd listen to more than anything else, it probably would be ELO. Would be ELO that I listen to a lot more than anything else. So what about you? Tell me. Tell me.
Yeah.
Here she comes. Here she comes. Better late than never. Oh, look at that. Thank you very much. I nearly went to the wrong shoulder.
Yeah, because of the thing.
Yeah.
Hello, everyone.
Kelly's made it.
Just.
Favourite group, Fleetwood Mac.
Fleetwood Mac. I like Fleetwood
Like
Mac.
a bit of Fleetwood Mac. I'm not a massive fan of Fleetwood Mac. I like some of their stuff, but
I always find that I like a couple of songs from most. Not everyone, but you know, a lot of groups or individuals. artists anyway.
I'm not.
But not necessarily, like if I buy an album, I don't necessarily... An album, yeah. I don't necessarily like all the music on there.
I'm not sure that there's anyone that would be able to say hand on heart that they love every track
Yeah,
of
'cause I
every
find
song
they-
an artist produces.
They get a bit samey, don't they, some of them? Because of course they get a certain style. Oh look, I've got a thing here.
Yeah, I like a bit of Simply Red as
Mhm.
well. A bit of Simply Red, that's not bad, is it?
Tight.
You've had a busy day, haven't you?
I have.
And we haven't even finished yet.
No, feet are sore.
Saw that painting.
Yeah, I've still got
Paint. Kelly paints with her feet, you see.
Just being on my feet all day.
Cheers, everyone. Thin Lizzy, the world's greatest rock band, according to Peter Maisie.
Can't say I'm too familiar with their songs, really.
No, I'm not either, actually. So we should have another little window here going. Oh, there we go.
Oh, here we go. Is he watching?
No,
football?
I've just finally found it, so I'm just going to leave that there, so that I can. It's no sound on it, of course,
Just so
but
you can watch.
just so I can watch it
Keep
because
an eye on it.
well, we haven't had it for ages, have we? So, I want to see a bit of football. Come on, Saints.
Southampton are
Yeah,
actually
Southampton play.
playing.
It's 0-0. It's 0-0 in an empty stadium. It's quite bizarre. So what else? Fleetwood Mac, the original with Peter Green. Peter Maisie says that. Peter Green, doesn't he? Peter Green, what did he do? Wasn't he Garden Centre? No, Peter Green.
Garden Centre?
No, there was a Peter Green that did something like that.
Hello,
The
gorgeous.
tablet's running to battery and...
Linda McGee's an Elvis Presley fan.
I can put it on this charger, can't I?
Yeah, you can. It's a very slow charger. It's not a very good charger.
Oh.
Well, she doesn't need it now, does she?
Well,
Well, where's she going to use it then?
you'll have to watch a film or something, darling. Just while we're doing this. Or you can sit here and colour or something.
Yeah. Everyone
loves
likes
your
you
art. Why
to
don't you draw
be
everyone
in,
a picture?
to be joining in.
No, because then I'll have to do a lot.
You don't have to do
No,
a
you
lot.
don't.
You can just do one little masterpiece.
One. Well, do you know what that? One masterpiece will do, actually, Ella. That'll do. That'll last us forever.
Although you are very quick, aren't you?
Yeah. You need the other charger that's downstairs, or the charger that's in my bedroom. Well, our bedroom, not mine. We haven't got separate bedrooms. It's been thought of, but we
Yet.
haven't. Yeah.
There's a charger in Daddy's bedroom. Maybe you can. No.
Do you want Daddy to do it, or Mummy to do it?
I'll go and do it.
Mummy do it.
I was going to say daddy, but...
Start talking about something more constructive.
I am. I had to reshare that because it stopped.
Come on, through that.
Yeah. There we go. So I'm not. I like music, but I'm not a massive music buff. I would say. Not opera, Peter. No. I'll ask Ella when she comes back, Linda, who she likes. Thin Lizzy, Killer on the Loose, Suicide, and Other Happy Songs. Nice. Nice. Yeah. So I do like my music, but I've only ever been to. Let me think. Two concerts in my life. Yeah, one of them was Kylie Minogue, and the other one was REM, and both times a friend of mine had tickets and asked me to go with them. So that's my two. That's it. That's my two concerts. So yeah, I'm not really a massive music buff, let's say. Margaret likes a wide range of music too. Anything that moves me emotionally, like Eva Cassidy, the couple on YouTube that sing the prayer, Matt and Savannah Shaw. Yeah, anything that brings a tear to your eye. I like things with a good beat sometimes as well. Uptown Funk's a good one. That's quite beaty, isn't it? That's quite a good song. But there's loads of different songs. There's loads of stuff. Being dancers, of course, we get to listen to loads of different types of music because a samba is completely different to a waltz, isn't it? So there's a lot of variety with the music that we get. And as you saw the other day, we did a foxtrot to a particular song, and another couple did a rumba to it. So music can be interpreted and everything in so many different ways. So yeah, it's all different, isn't it? It's all different. Live music is great though. Yes, live music is great. Genuine proper concerts only two, but obviously I've been to lots of many many live venues where they play live music. Yeah. Yeah. We're supposed to be going to see Elton John in November. That's it. Peter Green was a furniture supplier in Southampton. That's it, yeah. That's what I was thinking of. Yeah, supposed to be seeing Elton John in November. Aren't we, Kelly?
Yeah.
Linda McGee went to the Freddie Mercury tribute in April 1992. Yeah, absolutely amazing. I'm sure it was. I'd love to have seen Freddie Mercury live. I mean,
Okay, darling.
I do love Queen as well. Not all of their stuff. Some of their stuff's a bit not to my taste, but there's a lot of stuff that I do like with Queen.
Yeah.
We like watching Live Aid, don't we? We just sit and watch the Queen performance
He was a
on Live Aid.
marvellous performer, wasn't he?
He was.
I do think that. Of course, we appreciate a performer.
We do love a nice performer. Yeah, there's nothing. Yeah, I mean, who's the greatest frontman that you can think of in a band?
Possibly Freddie Mercury.
I mean, he's amazing, isn't he? Really.
Yeah,
Out there,
I'm trying to
out
think
the
if
front.
there's anyone else that would you'd rate on that kind of level. Pretty unique, wasn't he?
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, who else is there like Freddie Mercury? I desperately need a haircut.
But yes.
Look at it, all bouffant.
I quite like it actually.
It's a bit fluffy. I need some different product because the product I've got is for short hair, and I need product for long hair now.
Quite like the little fluffy.
Yeah, I don't know. I might keep some of that fluffiness at the sides. I might not the fluffiness as such, but I'm going to keep the length at the sides. I think, and to sweep it back for when I have to dance. If I get the chance to dance at a comp again, if it ever happens. Saw Ian Dury, who was brilliant. Saw Elvis Costello, who was terrible. Yeah, some of these guys are great on records, aren't they? But then when you see them live, they're not necessarily
good.
quite so good.
The
Who have we seen anyone live?
no, not
Together? We haven't, have we?
We've
No.
never been to a concert together.
No.
Rubbish,
Just because,
isn't it?
no, well, yeah, because I said that I've been to see Kylie Minogue
Yeah.
and REM. That's the only two concerts I've ever been to.
Yeah. So Kylie Minogue, we went with Russell.
Russell, yeah. We
And-
queued up so early so that we could get in right at the front with all of the Kylie Minogue Uber fans who were all of a certain persuasion, it seemed. And then, yes, that was good fun. We were literally right at the front. She was as close to me as I am to the monitor, which is not very... I mean, I can nearly touch the monitor. And then I went to REM and I was right at the front at REM as well.
Yeah, that
and I
was
went
with
with Gareth.
Gareth.
Yeah, Gareth went. That was down at the Rose Bowl in Southampton. And what's the lead singer called? What's he called again?
I can't remember. I don't remember names though.
Anyway, the lead singer came down and he did this all down the audience like that, down the crowd. And Gareth grabbed his hand and wouldn't let go. Yeah. Mike, is it?
I don't know.
REM's lead singer. Come on, everyone must know that.
I'd only been to one concert really. Tina Turner.
Tina Turner.
Yeah, when I was probably about 13, I think, and I went with my mum. We saw Tina Turner in concert in Townsville. That was exciting.
So we've got a few questions here. We've got some other, just some
She
comments here.
she was a really good performer actually. Very energetic.
Yeah.
Belting it out.
There was a picture of her
Big
recently,
voice.
wasn't there? I saw it on Facebook of her at 40 and a picture of her now, and there's not a lot of difference really. I mean, the wig's different,
Yeah.
obviously.
Yeah, well, I think she looks after herself. I mean, I haven't seen the picture, so.
Yeah, she looked all right. Looked all right. We got some comments here. Would you trust Kelly to cut my hair? No.
I wouldn't want to do it.
No, that's not going to happen.
If he ever once he asked me to just like lightly shave the little back bits.
Yeah.
Just before a comp, and I was like, no, I don't want to do it.
Don't even do that.
No.
Yeah. Olga Jones, hi guys, nice to see you all well and sane. Well, it's all a front.
We're not really saying.
We're not really saying at all. This is just for the public consumption, really. Once we go offline and we're no longer live, that's when things change significantly. Yeah.
He's
Yeah, I'm
joking,
only messing
of
about, I'm only
course.
messing about. Peter wants to ask a dance-related question. Peter, you always want to ask a dance-related question. Go ahead, as long as it's properly dance-related.
You can ask a dance-related question. You can ask any question, really, can't you? It's just.
Diane House, we're not even going to bother reading that out because you're just a show off.
No, tell everyone. That's interesting.
Diane House says, I went to dinner at Windsor Castle with Prince Charles and Rod Stewart did a private concert. Amazing night.
That's pretty cool.
Well, whatever.
We know some dancers that performed.
Michael Stipe. There we go. That's it. Michael Stipe. Sorry.
We know some dancers that performed at Elton John's birthday party. Which birthday party was
His 50th.
50th. He had a big 50th, and a lot of dancers performed.
I was supposed to be there.
Yeah, idiot.
No, well, I split with my partner. So there was this.
Idiot.
We'll come to your question. Linda Bloom has said who she's seen. Hang on, we'll get back to that in a second. I was in a little dance group of things. They put basically some professionals put together this little dance ensemble. This is way before any of the dance shows were
Burn the Floor.
way before that. This inspired Burn the Floor, and they put together this little dance show which incorporated ballroom and Latin dances. And I was in the original one of that. There was I think 12 couples in it, and I did 2 of the mini performances. We did some little shows at local dance schools in around the London area, and then I split with my partner, so nothing really came of it. And then what happened? It transpired that this little group of dancers, people got wind of it, and Elton John wanted something at his 50th birthday party, so they all went and performed at Elton John's 50th birthday. From that then triggered Burn the Floor. Burn the Floor came from that.
Amazing.
Yeah, it's amazing, really. Yeah. And I missed out. But anyway, I wouldn't have done it anyway, I don't think. Right.
Why would you not do it if you had the opportunity?
Burn the Floor? Because I wanted to compete.
No, I mean the Elton John thing.
Oh, the Elton John thing. Yeah, absolutely. I was gutted about that. Gutted I missed that. Because they all had some wicked photographs. Not that it was all about photographs. It was just about the experience.
Yeah. Well, also, it's just a good thing to be able to say.
Well, yeah, I performed at Elton John's 50th birthday party, which I didn't. Yeah, I'm a bit disappointed.
You had the chance.
This is my disappointed face.
You had the chance to do that. You had the chance to do Strictly. You had the chance to do all these things.
I'm always a bridesmaid.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
That's the best analogy.
Yeah, I'm always a bridesmaid.
See, I never got any of these opportunities. I was too young.
Well, because you lived in Australia. You could have got Burn the Floor if you'd stayed in Australia, couldn't you?
Yes, I suppose.
Oh, that was a foul, surely.
Nobody
right on the edge of the box.
But hardly anyone in Australia even knew me. So.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, people in Australia don't even know you're Australian. They just think you're English because they don't know who you are.
Because I dance with you, they think, she must be English.
Yeah. So Linda Bloom has seen Rod Stewart, Tom Jones, Michael Bublé, Westlife, David Essex, Slade and Hot Chocolate. All on the same night. That was a hell of a show, wasn't it? That was a hell of a show.
I like how you finished with Hot Chocolate.
Hot Chocolate. And Margaret Latter saw Cliff Richard live at the Roxy in Fratton when I was 16.
Aww.
She loved him.
Cliff Richard.
My mum was a big fan of Cliff Richard as well.
Favourite, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. Peter hasn't asked that dancing question yet.
Cliff Richard calendar?
Yeah, I think it's 2009.
She's
It's on the
still got
wall
it.
still, yeah. 2009.
I thought she got one every year.
Oh, she's listening. Eva Stelzer waves as well. Hello,
Hello,
Eva. Eva, sorry, I didn't see your message there. We are drinking, this is some cheap sparkling wine.
We're on a budget.
Yeah. Let's have a look.
But it's very cold.
Yeah, it's very cold.
It's very cold, so it works.
We drove through Nutbush, 4 houses and a dog, and the speed limit was 35. Nutbush city limits. Yeah, city limits. Tina Turner.
Yeah, I like that song.
Yeah. We were supposed to have been going to see some kind of musical stuff, weren't we, this year?
Yeah,
We're
we're
going to be
supposed
going to
to
Memphis
see...
or Nashville.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, all that's been cancelled,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah, flight's been cancelled now and got the money back, so that's something at least.
It's kind of relieving in a way, because if they didn't cancel it and we still had the flights and everything, then we would still have to find money for a holiday, which...
Well, we wouldn't have gone. We'd have got the voucher, wouldn't we? Because BA gave me vouchers. But...
Oh, yeah, they did offer that. Yeah, but at first we didn't know, did they? It took
No,
ages,
no, of course.
Ages to offer that, even.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I know.
we'll do it another time.
We will do another time next year. Maybe, if we're allowed to fly next year.
Mm-hmm.
We'll wait and see. So, yeah, lots of people have been to lots of concerts. We haven't been to many at all. Well,
No.
we've not done any at all. So the only thing we're going to potentially do is Elton John.
Yeah, it's
Cost a fortune as well.
October or November?
November. No, well, November, I think.
Is it November?
I think it's November. at
That
the
might
O2.
still happen.
Yeah, it's his last ever tour, isn't it?
Yes.
He's a miserable bugger, though, isn't he?
He is a bit miserable.
Yeah, miserable. So I'm not sure I don't even want to go now.
Cantankerous, I
Yeah.
think. Yeah.
So Peter had a good question. His question
Yeah.
was, you talked last week about turning professional, but how do you switch from amateur to pro? Is there some exam? Do you have to register? Do you have to pay for a license or similar? That's a multi-part question.
Yeah.
So here's the situation.
Kind of all of that, yes.
So here's the situation. Dancing in comps. Oh, I've done all right. I've done all right. Doesn't really matter. Wake up one morning. I've had enough. I'm going to turn professional. Ding. That's it. That's it. That's you turn
to dance a
professional.
comp, yeah.
So you've just decided to turn professional. You don't have to pass an exam. You don't have to pass a test. You don't have to do anything. You just register as a professional
So you pay a little
rather than
like a membership.
as an amateur. Yeah.
Yeah.
You just your registration changes. So you would then, but even then, I don't think it's all a bit of a grey area these days as well.
It seems to be changing, doesn't it?
It does a bit.
So we don't know for sure yet. But generally, what we did is you just registered as a professional. So you put your name down, you pay a fee to British Dance Council, and then you can enter competitions.
Yeah.
To teach as a professional.
To teach a professional, again, there's no legislation, so you can
have to have
you
a
can just rock up
qualification.
and do whatever you want. And years ago, if you were to hire a venue to teach, if you didn't have your own dance school, they would ask for your qualifications, so you could prove that you are who you say you are and you've got your qualification. Whereas now there isn't. There's no rules at all.
I think the main thing is most venues might just ask if you've got insurance.
Yeah.
So you just have to pay for insurance. So you don't have to have a qualification,
No.
do you? But there is a qualification you can take.
Yeah, well, we've both got our qualifications. I made it as soon as I turned professional. I started studying. I wanted to get qualified as soon as possible, really. So I turned pro in 2004, and mid to late 2004, and I was qualified by 2006. So it does take a little while to get qualified.
It's quite hard. It's quite difficult.
It's quite difficult.
But
But
you
I
have-
jumped levels as well.
You have to be qualified to then be able to judge.
Yeah. So to be a judge, to be a licensed judge, you have to be qualified, and then you have to then apply for your judging license, which is renewable every year. And there's different levels, you see. So if you want to judge a championship, you have to be qualified to a certain level. If you don't want to judge championships, you only have to be qualified to what they call a associate level or membership. Associate level. We're both qualified to a licentiate or membership level, which means we can judge championships. And that's it, yeah. So you pay that license per year. You pay your subscription to your teaching association, which allows you to take to hold examinations, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's it.
Yeah, so you can't hold an exam without a qualification, really, can you? Although, well, I suppose you can, but they wouldn't be sort of legislated by anyone as such.
Yeah. I don't know if that Diane House is trying to get one-upmanships, but she says, I sang with Julie Andrews too.
Sang with Julie Andrews?
What?
I haven't heard that one.
No, that's a new one. She's made that one up tonight.
She been on the Disaronno again.
She doesn't drink, does she? Maybe she's turned to drink in the lockdown.
That's what I mean, I'm joking.
Yeah.
You'll have to tell us all about the Julie Andrews one. I don't remember that one.
Were the Hills Alive?
With the sound of...
So Fine Pair of Shoulders,
Yeah.
which is Alan and Linda,
Yeah.
said, you must do Memphis, that's where the king lived, did you know? We knew that, of course.
Yes.
And he said, is Peter going professional?
It must be.
Yeah, he's obviously getting tips.
He's got the lowdown.
Yeah, he wants
now.
to know how he can go about getting professional, getting his
Yeah.
professional license.
I mean, anyone can teach, can't they? If you know a little bit of dancing, you can
Anyone's allowed.
go and teach somewhere. There is nothing to stop that.
Alan, who said you could join this discussion, Alan?
Us.
Pearson?
What?
No, he says, don't you have a qualification in talking for England as well?
Yes.
I'm very happy to sit here in silence and just watch the football if you want. But, my job here is to talk, isn't it? That's my job. She's a cheeky scam.
I think it's called winding you up.
Cheeky scam. Bought any new cars recently?
Probably plenty of time to look.
Yeah.
Isn't there?
Yeah. I think car prices have gone down.
Have they?
QED. Yeah.
Mhm.
Olga Jones says, here is a strange one. Will you be able to restart when gums do? Gums? Do you mean gyms, I guess?
Oh, gyms.
Or is there still no further indication as of yet? Don't know yet.
We think.
We think so, but
we think we would classify it under like a gym or
Yeah.
leisure centre.
but there'll be
Right.
limitations on what we can do, and probably we won't be able to touch anyone. I mean that in the nicest possible way, but we won't be able to teach singles physically. We'll only be able to show them stuff at a distance, I suspect, to start with.
1 metre apart. Or
1 metre.
something like
Well,
that.
it might go down to 1 metre, mightn't it?
Mm.
We're meeting up with.
We haven't heard anything yet.
We haven't heard yet. No, we're meeting up with the 24/7 owner soon to find out what their plan is.
Yeah, how they're gonna
Yeah.
handle things and
Yeah.
stuff. So yeah.
Peter
we-
Maisie said, sorry, go on.
Yeah, well, if we know what they're doing, that'll help us indicate
Yeah,
what,
yeah, that'll
we
help.
can do.
Yeah.
What we will be allowed to do.
So, we'll obviously let you know as soon as we know. As soon as we know anything, we'll let you know. We haven't got anything to update you on at the moment. So, at this point, everything is as is. We're just going to carry on online as we're doing with Matteo and Jessica's lessons. We'll carry on with what we're doing until such time as we can actually get out and do stuff. And if you weren't here the other day listening, we are looking for a piece of land. So if you've got a big garden and you don't mind selling it off, a portion of it, for us to build a dance studio and have loads of people visiting every day, or if you know of anyone that's got an empty building or something, then we're looking because ultimately we want our own place again. Peter Maisie said, ask a serious question and get ridiculed. I didn't ridicule you, Peter.
No.
It wasn't me. It wasn't me. It was that those fine pair of shoulders.
Yeah. Take it out on them.
And apparently Alan Pearson says he's bought another Mustang.
Oh, really?
Why? He's got his and hers matching Mustangs now.
James wanted me to have a Mustang. He wanted me to do the school run in a Mustang.
Yeah, I think it'd be all right, wouldn't it? Well, yeah. Next car's going to be electric though.
Probably.
Should have done electric last time.
Well, with where we live, it's difficult. You can't plug in.
No, but the car up the road does, doesn't it?
Yeah, outside the front door.
They
You have to
park
leave the door
outside. Yeah, well,
open.
they do. And they run a cable outside straight into the car outside. But you know.
I don't particularly
Yeah,
want
but
to do
at
that.
the moment in Southampton, there's all these free charging stations in town,
Yes.
and we live in town, so literally you can drive the car, park it, and then walk home, charge it up for free. Makes a lot of sense.
Not, but it doesn't work if everybody does it.
But every time I see these charging stations, they're empty. There's quite a few in West Quay. Obviously, West Quay's closed at the moment, so it's not useful, is it?
I don't know if the car park's closed, is it?
I think it is.
Oh, right.
I
You
think
can't
it
even
is.
get into the car
No, I
park.
think it is.
I suppose people would get up to mischief. wouldn't they?
Yeah. Alan from Fine Pair of Shoulders says, I danced with Diane. That's my claim to fame.
Aw.
How sweet.
Just as good as Julie Andrews, eh?
Yeah. Alan says he knows of a nice convertible Mustang. We're not looking to buy any
No,
cars
we
at the
can't
moment.
buy any cars at the moment.
You know me, Alan. I'd love to have a space to be able to have a few different cars, much the same as you. You've got a fleet, haven't you? But no, I'd love to have a
We'd
car
have to-
for all weathers.
We'd have to move house first. wouldn't we?
I would like to move house already. I feel that having been camped indoors for so long, this house now feels so little. I feel like we need to. I think it's too small.
Oh, God.
It's nonsense. I know we've only just moved here, really, haven't we? Well, 3 years.
3
we've been-
years.
3 years.
3 years.
Goes quick, doesn't it?
It does go quick.
Does go very quick.
And we're only just really starting the decorating.
Yeah. Well, you did this room a little while ago, didn't you? Over a
Yeah,
year ago.
obviously the kitchen was last year. It's not finished.
No, kitchen's not finished yet. It's nearly a year that's been in and it's not finished yet.
Yeah.
August it'll be a year. Still not finished.
Oh, we've got to choose some lights, haven't we?
Yeah, we
for
have.
that.
Well, we need someone to sort us out with that, don't we?
Well, he sent me some stuff. I need to have a look at it.
Okay. I need to do some work first.
Yes.
I need to go to work
This is the problem.
so that we can
This is the
pay for
problem.
the stuff. Are we done with the music questions? Anything else? Any other business?
Any other
Because
business?
Peter asked a very nice, serious question.
Oh, about the.
But
what the
Not many other people ask very serious questions, do they? Oh, my mum says Cliff was always great. Brian Crotaz Waste. Hi, Brian.
Hello, Brian.
Oh, we got a question from Brian as well. I didn't see this. I did get the chance to dance for Brad Pitt and Robert Redford in Spy Games at the Rivoli.
Oh,
A
wow.
fantastic 3 days, and the entire scene ended up on the cutting room floor. That's a shame, Brian, isn't
What a
it?
shame.
I'm sure Brad and Robert were disappointed they didn't see you in the final cut. You were dancing for them. What kind of dance were you doing for them, Brian? Perhaps I shouldn't ask what kind of dance he was doing for them. Was it just you dancing on your own? Maybe that's why it ended up being cut. My mum says, I can trump all of those, Diane. I went out with Billy Fury. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. My mother, the floozy, went out with Billy Fury.
I don't know who Billy Fury is.
And Bob Sperring. You don't know who Bob Sperring is, do
No.
you? No. Yeah.
I'll have to look them up.
Yeah. There used to be...
Mummy, Doris is under the bed, but she's right next to me.
Oh, see, that's nice,
Sweet.
isn't it?
And I just looked under the bed and then I looked the second time, and then I saw her that she was like, what? She was like,
She's watching you, obviously.
yeah, she was like, what are you looking at me for? What?
That's cute.
Yeah.
Say good evening,
So
Ella.
look, that's cute, and you're cute.
Cute!
I'm pulling the wrong way. There we go.
Cute!
Oh, ow, ow, ow.
This is what I did to Mummy today.
Ow!
Yeah, you attacked her. Ella, don't mess up Mummy's hair like that. She
it's-
wasn't very
well,
happy.
look at
I love you! Too
that.
much to stop messing your hair up.
I love you too.
Go on.
Mwah.
Off you go.
Crazy little girl.
Okay, fair enough.
What she said.
Yeah, what she said. And Alan says he took Julie Walters around the estate in the Jag. What estate?
Julie Walters.
You don't know who Julie Walters is, do you? She's an actress. British actress, quite famous British
I know the
actress.
name. I just can't think who she
Yeah.
is, what she's been in.
Margaret says that she's impressed and jealous. Yeah.
She's really messed me up. Well, I haven't got any claims to fame.
No.
Well, like I say, I went to see Tina Turner in
Yeah.
concert. Oh, we did see John Lennon's son in Blackpool once, didn't we?
Yeah, we did. We were sat not too far away from him. We were sat
in
in
a
the cafe
little
with him. Yeah,
cafe.
looks just like him, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
was there to do a concert, I think,
That's
wasn't
right.
he?
Hmm.
Yeah, we happened to just see him chatting to someone.
Hmm.
I don't think I've seen anyone else
No, I haven't either.
in the flesh. Oh, we saw Kylie Minogue at the airport.
We did see, and she's a midget.
in
Well, I'd
Melbourne.
already seen her actually.
Yeah,
Obviously.
but we saw her in
Normal normal guys.
Was it Melbourne Airport? or
Melbourne,
Sydney?
yeah, Melbourne. Yeah.
And I was in a shop and I just walked out and she'd just gone past with her entourage. It wasn't very many actually. There was just a couple of people that she was with.
Well, when you're so little, you don't need so many people.
Don't
She
need so much
literally is.
protection.
She's tiny,
Yeah.
tiny. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen anyone
No.
else famous up close.
No superstars.
No. I did have tickets to go and see Robbie Williams before I moved over here. But because I was moving over here, I had to sell them.
Shucks. So you lost out on Robbie Williams, but you got me instead.
Yeah.
Lucky you.
Yeah, he might have
Lucky
picked me
you.
out from the crowds.
No.
Doubtful. Very doubtful.
Vicky Wellington said she went to school with Peter Crouch.
Oh. That's pretty cool.
Marvellous.
He's a bit tall.
This just turned into. I knew this person. I touched this person. I saw this person.
I touched this person
Well, whatever,
and then
you know.
never washed your hand again.
just
That wouldn't go down well now, would it?
Just as they didn't notice. Just brushed past them as they don't know. They don't notice. What's that bloke called from the Fine Young Cannibals? Is it Fine Young Cannibals? No, not Fine Young Cannibals.
I don't know.
There was a nutter. I don't know if you ever saw him Mind the Buzzcocks. He went a bit mental and threw a cup down and smashed it and then walked off the set.
Don't know
Can't remember
that
what he
one.
was called. I did Hootenay with Jules Holland. So I met Jules Holland. I did that. I danced on it. This is years ago, 2001, I think. And yeah, I met Shaggy.
Shaggy.
Yeah.
I like Shaggy.
Yeah, he had a party. We had a change room next to him, and he was just having a party all day, all day. All these women coming in and out. Ridiculous. Just
Dear.
ridiculous. Goodness knows what was going on in there.
Mm.
Yeah, so I met this guy as well. I can't remember his name now. Anyway, he's quite famous. Damon Hill, I met him as well. He was there.
Oh, well,
that
when
night.
we went to Strictly, obviously we saw celebrities there. So
Yeah,
Brian May.
there was no. We did see Brian May. He's enormous, isn't he? That's the second time actually. I saw him at the airport once.
Yeah,
His hair's enormous.
it is. Yeah.
It's phenomenal.
All you see among a crowd, you just see the hair, don't you?
Yeah.
Bobbing along.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who else did we see at Strictly?
Well, we saw a lot, but they're not necessarily all quite as famous as Brian May, are they? The ones on Strictly.
No, true. Margaret's trying to trump everyone here. This is the trump of all trumps. I've danced with Anton Dubek, Craig Revel Horwood, Brendan Cole, Ian Waite, Robin Windsor, and Ali Ash. What she's failed to miss there is the most famous and the best of all, me.
Margaret, you got to be careful.
Yeah. Yeah. But I mean, I know all of those before they were, not Craig Revel Horwood, but I knew all of those before they were on the telly. Vicky says, Margaret, you tart. Yes. Yes. If given half a chance, Vicky, given half a chance.
It's like she's got a little list that she's crossing off.
Yeah. Yeah. Who else we got? No more comments on there yet. So, any more questions? Come on, anything dancing related? I mean, obviously this is predominantly dancing. We saw Mel B at Strictly.
Oh,
Oh, well done.
that's pretty cool. The Spice Girls.
I've done it, Mother. I've already said that, Mother.
The
I've
Spice
said it.
Girls are pretty famous, aren't they?
They are,
They're pretty up there
They
in
are.
terms of
in terms of fame.
fame.
Yeah.
Mm. But I've never met any of them
No, me neither.
or seen any of them.
We met,
Gosh.
albeit very briefly, what's her name? She was a judge on Strictly for a while as well.
Alicia Dixon.
Alicia Dixon, that's it.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, we met Alicia Dixon, didn't
Very tall. Way taller than me,
we? Yeah,
wasn't she?
yeah.
Big girl. Mm. Mm. That's it?
Yeah, that's the thing. I remember when we were in that sort of. That's not the green room, is it? It's that sort of room where you hang around.
In the BBC?
Yeah.
That's called that's the green room.
Oh, is that called
That's the green room, yeah.
Yeah, I mean they were all in
Pretty
there,
big.
but I can't remember all their names,
No.
who they all were and stuff. Oh.
What a goal!
This is what happens when you watch this film.
What a goal!
Gets a bit
Sorry.
too excited.
We've scored! Danny Ings, get in, son. That was a brilliant goal.
Tim Vine, you met Tim Vine.
Oh, Tim Vine, yeah, I met him in Costa Coffee. Yeah.
After we'd practiced. all
Loved
that
your work.
lesson.
Love your work, I said. That was a really good... Watch this goal, Kel. Watch it. Cross the box. Hit it. Oh! Peach of a goal.
Doesn't,
Peach of a goal.
doesn't really do much for me, I'm afraid.
Well, you should be happy because your husband's happy.
I'm happy because my husband's happy.
Oh, yeah, I've met Bruce, of course. The most famous person I've ever danced with is probably...
Shirley Bass. Did you dance with Shirley?
Yeah, I've danced with Shirley. But... well, yeah, I suppose you could say now.
Only
But
now.
I mean, just
yeah.
there's so many people in our business that have danced with Shirley Ballas. That doesn't really mean anything. What's her name?
actual-
An actual Leslie Garrett.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Leslie Garrett. She danced with Anton Dubek in the very first series of.
How come you got to dance with her? What was that about?
Well, I taught at the studio in London. I taught Paul Killick's dance studio in Pont Street, and she came in with some friends to do some lessons, and I danced with her. She was lovely, lovely to dance with, really good. Anton did great work with her.
Well done, Anton.
You had a bet, did you, Julie, on Ing scoring the first goal? Well done you. You've got a bit of money there. And Alan Pearson, which division are you in now? What is wrong with you? You're a Newcastle fan. You know which division we're in. Plonker.
Aren't they? Isn't that also called a wind up?
Yeah, he knows how to roll me up. Clearly.
Well done, Alan.
Yeah. Well, the last game that we played before the lockdown was against Newcastle,
Ah.
and we lost 1-0. So there we go. Come on, anything else? Come on, let's not talk about
I think I need
famous
to
people.
meet some famous people, don't I? Need to get them on the list.
Do you now?
No.
Hanging out in the wrong places, though, aren't you?
Wow, I'll keep myself to myself, really. don't I?
Yeah, you do. Bless you, bless your little cotton socks.
Oh, he's holding his nose.
He is, isn't he?
Hmm.
That is not a Sunderland shirt, Alan. You know it's not a Sunderland shirt.
Oh, on the wall. I keep meaning to move that because everyone comments on it.
Where are you going to put it?
There, and then I was going to move those.
Why? It's good there.
I thought you wanted Princess Leia there.
Well, Princess Leia can go there. Where are we going to put the Saints shirt then?
There!
What?
And then those
Sorry,
can
we're
move.
attacking again. Hang on, I've just got to wait to see this attack. Oh, another chance, another chance. Go on, get in. Corner. Yeah.
Boring.
It's not boring, it's wonderful. It's so exciting to have football back. Honestly, I think this is going to help a lot. I know people have been moaning about it,
Oh,
but I do actually think it's going to be a good
Look,
thing.
I'm only joking. Calm down, dear. When have I ever moaned at you about football?
No, I know. Lee Dudman's commented.
Hello.
Hi James, hope you're well. Are you running your comp next year? Absolutely. Absolutely, yes. In February, the dates are already provisionally set.
We have no reason to believe that we can't. So,
No. So at the moment, it'll definitely be running 12th to the 14th of February. And yes, funny, we're talking about Newcastle as you log in. Yeah. He's another Newcastle
oh, is he?
gentleman. Yes. We should go to Newcastle one day. We've never been there. I've never been to Newcastle. We should go up there, shouldn't we? Take a jaunt. Take a jolly. Go on a jolly
I'd like
up
to
north.
go to York.
Would you? Yeah, York's. I've been there. It's very nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They have a nice tea rooms up there called Betty's.
Do they?
Yeah.
You've looked it up, have you?
It's really famous.
Oh, is it? Betty's Tea Room?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Brilliantly, that'd be great to see you. It'd be great. Thank you. Yes.
Maybe we should do staycations rather than go
Staycations.
abroad. It's the weather though, isn't it? People go away for the weather.
Well, yeah. I do like to go somewhere warm. Yeah. There we go. Australia.
I do want to take Ella to Australia at some point.
Well, we do. We should do, really.
Yeah.
We need to, yeah.
My mum and dad have just moved house, so they're busy sort of sprucing it up, pulling up vinyl flooring and trying to make the wood good and stuff like that. So once they've done that, hopefully we'll be able to visit them and go and stay with them.
Is that 2-0? It is 2-0!
I've not seen him this happy for a long time.
I didn't quite see how that even went in. Stuart Armstrong. And Lee, love to, mate. Love to. If you'd have us, yeah, love to. We'll arrange that. Keep in touch. We'll sort something out. Yeah. Has Boreham got? Have you had? Is Boreham in Newcastle yet? Because I know you got Latin. Have they had Boreham in Newcastle yet?
Are you trying to say, do people know what a waltz is?
I'm just being silly. His boys are cracking. They're really good. I've got to watch this replay. Go on, get in. How did that go in? Tucked away nicely. This is good. 2-0 up.
I'm going to need something else.
But the problem, of course, is it's only 54 minutes in, so it's plenty of time for Norwich to score 7 goals.
You mean there's another hour of this yet?
No. There's another 35 minutes.
Oh.
Yeah, 35
How long
minutes.
do the games normally last?
90 minutes.
90 minutes. Hour and a half. It's a long time. What else we got?
Biggest market. Kelly will look great in a Mini.
In a Mini? What,
Big market.
A Mini Cooper?
No. There's an area of Newcastle, so they say, which is called the Meat Market. I think is it the Meat Market, Big Market? I'm not sure. Big Market. He said Big Market. I'm not entirely sure what he means by that. I thought it was something else, but lots of nightclubs.
Ah.
Yeah, you look great in a mini skirt in about -2 degrees.
It's not really my style.
No, it's not. Peter, Maisie, I will get excited if I want to.
Calm down.
Yeah.
It's only football.
Northumberland Reel. I don't know what that means. I don't know what the Northumberland Reel means. What does that mean? What does that mean, Alan? Save. Yeah. Come on, give us some more questions. Come
Talk
on.
about something else.
Come on,
other than
talk about something
football.
other than football and...
Ow.
Oh, that's a dance. Northumberland Reel is a dance.
Oh, is it a sequence?
Is it a sequence
Must be
dance?
a sequence dance, is it?
Alan doesn't know sequence.
I didn't think so.
No, he doesn't.
Didn't think
Well,
sequence was
let's
there.
not. Don't tell him that sequence even exists because he tries to do
Folk
every.
dance.
He
It's a
does
folk
every other
dance.
form of dance. If we tell him sequence dance exists, we'll never get him back to ball. Never get him back at all.
It's a folk dance, James.
Is it a folk dance? Is it for folks? Old folk or young
It's
folk?
for folk. Yeah. I don't know any folk dancing.
Do you have to smack your thighs and that sort of thing? Turn around and smack your partner's buttocks? That's the kind of folk dance I like. Morris dancing.
They do that in
Germany?
No, for God's sake, don't be so annoying. Charleston, they do that sort
They
of
do
thing.
that in
don't
Charleston,
they?
yeah. They also do. I'm sure they do these moves in those sort of moves in German dancing as well with the Lederhosen.
I've
They
no
turn them
idea.
upside down with their leather breeches on. We should try that.
Why?
Well, just be for fun. Do it in our own time, of course.
Oh,
Do it in our own time.
I thought you were suggesting this for lockdown work.
No. Well, no, I couldn't imagine that. Can you imagine Margaret upside down in her leather in her
I
leather
don't know.
shorts,
I don't-
having her buttocks smacked?
I don't want to imagine anyone doing that.
I'm sure Margaret's thought about that.
Well, she has now.
Yeah, she's got leather trousers, hasn't she? Have you seen them?
Yes.
With their leather look.
Mm.
Their leather look trousers.
Well, yeah, you don't want proper leather, do you? 'Cause,
Well, Margaret might.
Well, a bit warm.
Well, it's been chilly today. It was odd today. It was chilly, and then it was warm, and
It's-
then it was really cold again.
It's muggy, and then it goes cold.
But preparing us for next week's heat wave.
Is it going to
A
be a heat
wave of heat. Yeah, next
Maybe
week.
we'll go tropical next week. We've got some blue curacao downstairs. I'm thinking we need to make some cocktails with those. I'm trying to use up what's down there.
Margaret says, "Would you prefer us to go and leave you to the football?" I'm not going anywhere, Margaret. I'm sitting here. You can stay there as well.
You can have us for 14 more minutes.
14.
Yeah, because then that takes us to half past 7.
Oh, 7:30. We're going to 7:30.
Oh,
aren't we?
13 minutes.
Oh, we're going to 7:30.
Clock
Okay.
is ticking.
Okay. Okay. Well, I'm easy with that. Oh, I've missed some messages on here. George Best was my second cousin. Is that true, Alan? Alan McGee, is that true?
George Best. What did he do?
He's a footballer.
Ah.
Or maybe he was just a bloke called George Best. And it wasn't the George Best.
Mm.
Oh, this is dangerous.
Don't watch the football.
It's dangerous.
Then you
Oh, good tackle.
just-
What's so Margaret? Leather trousers or leather shorts?
That's
Diane
so
House.
Margaret. Oh,
Oh, Kelly, what are
I
you
know.
doing?
I knocked the phone that's playing the football. I will not be.
So we're recording some new videos next week. Again, I don't think they're going to be of any benefit to the likes of you guys that are watching this
Existing
now.
dancers.
Yeah.
But it's a start, and it means then we can develop them.
Yeah, we're going to develop. I've been what I've been doing recently is going through all of the old YouTube videos and all of the comments we had.
Which you didn't know we
I
had.
didn't know we had. So there's so many. It's like 100 comments on the on our various videos. So I'm slowly going through and updating all of that and responding to people's comments. Some people are really harsh, aren't they?
On YouTube, yeah.
Yeah, really hammering us for the quality of the videos that we did in 2007.
It was a long time ago, and we did it with this tiny little camera.
Yeah, I
do you
know, balanced on a
remember?
chair.
Yeah, it was a tiny little camera that we just took on holidays and just take little snaps, little digital. So we thought, okay, let's just film it on that. And
Yeah.
back then, you couldn't get high definition playback anyway, could you?
No.
I don't think you could get even 1080p or whatever.
Oh God,
it
no,
is.
no, definitely not.
So it was, normal back
Yeah.
then.
Mm.
And really, we only designed them to help people that already came to us for classes, just as a little backup. You can't remember it every week to week, so here's something you can kind of practice with.
Well, originally they were uploaded to our website.
Yeah.
They're originally on the website, and then when we decided to start a YouTube channel, we put them on there as well. But they were still only for people that came to class.
Yeah, like I say, they're just a little backup to if you've come to class. This is a little refresher. It wasn't designed
Yeah.
to be
We
proper.
didn't expect nearly 1 million people to look at the Absolute Beginners class video, did we? And as a result, you get people
Perhaps we
moaning about it.
We'll do another video telling the story of it all.
Yeah, that's a good idea, isn't it?
So then people can understand it all better.
Yeah.
Because unless you know the background of what we've done, then it's easy to criticise, isn't it?
Well, I've been replying today and telling people.
It's easy to be a
that.
critic. That's something that
It is, yeah, but I mean, you know what social media is like. You get people on there moaning all the time.
That's why I don't like
But
it. Sometimes.
equally, we've got lots of lovely comments as well, which
Yeah.
is nice.
Yeah.
Which is
You
nice.
can't please everyone.
No, you can't.
Who cares?
But yeah, so we're gonna got some more content coming soon. I've got them. I've got the content ready to upload, but it's it needs some other bits as well to follow on from that. So, what have you learnt about yourselves through lockdown? What have I learned? I've learned that I'm amazing. I'm even more amazing than I thought I was, Diane. I don't think I've learned anything about myself that I didn't already know. I tell you what I have learnt is that I already thought I knew this anyway, and I definitely do know it now. I don't miss anyone, Diane.
Oh, don't start that.
That's what
again.
I've realised. I've realised about myself, Diane. I don't miss anyone.
You've opened a can of worms. I don't think that's true.
What have you learnt about yourself, Kelly?
I don't think I've learnt anything new about myself. No,
You're watching it now.
No, I'm not. I'm just thinking, staring in that direction. No, I don't think I've learnt anything new about myself,
No.
particularly.
I think it's a time for people to reflect, isn't it? Because your lives are very
Yeah.
different. So, and perhaps a lot of people will realise that they can do things they didn't previously realise they could. When they're put in a situation, you've got to do something about your life or whatever at home. Maybe they've realised they can decorate, they can do some gardening.
Well, I knew.
I know it's simple stuff, but it doesn't mean to say that. I mean, some people will be forced to, especially those living on their own. They think, well, I've got to get out and do stuff. I've got to do something to keep myself
Yeah.
occupied.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think. Well, one thing maybe is that. No, see, I already knew that.
What's that?
That sometimes I procrastinate on things.
Sometimes.
It's harder for me to get started with something than it is to actually do the thing. Well, no matter what it is, whether it's exercise or DIY or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. I overthink it, that's why.
Mm.
I overthink it. And I think, if I do that, then that's going to go wrong, or that's
Yeah.
going to go wrong, and this isn't going to work, and I can't do that. Sometimes it's better just to bite the bullet and do it. No, I don't think I've learnt anything new.
No.
No. I'd have to have a think about that.
Mm. Apparently, it was the real George Best. Was his second cousin, and that's why Linda fell for me. So really, she only fell for you because,
Association.
yeah, by association.
That'll do.
Yeah. So Norwich just put the ball in the back of the net, but it was offside. Thank goodness for that. Yeah.
I don't get the impression we've got a lot of football fans watching.
No, clearly not. They're not here with us now. They're watching the football.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Well, no, some of them are. Oh, Margaret's just commented on what I said about the fact I'm not missing anyone. She said, "That's really sad, James. You'll be breaking a few hearts." Would you expect me to say anything else?
He doesn't mean it.
Yeah, I'm harsh. I'm tough. It's tough love. What was I going to say? Peter Macy says, I learned that I could easily be a hermit as long as I have access to the countryside. Conversely, I also learned how lucky we are to have the internet to keep in touch. Yeah,
Well,
it is.
this
I
is
mean,
true.
yeah, imagine what this would have been like if it was 1983.
It would have been far more difficult, I should imagine, for a lot
Yeah.
of people. Yeah.
But also, how would they have been able to keep a track of everyone in 1983? It would have been very difficult, wouldn't it?
Yes.
So you could have got away with stuff more, perhaps. Yeah, but without the internet, it would have been really tough, wouldn't it?
Yeah. I mean, the thing is with the internet, obviously, there's a lot of negatives about it, isn't there? You know, because there's all sorts of nasty stuff on the internet. There's all sorts of, I suppose, things where people have a tool or an outlet to be nasty, like you're talking about negative comments on social media and all that sort of thing. But it does bring a lot of good as well. So we
Yeah.
were able to talk to you still in a way. We're able to bring something to you a little bit, entertain in some way.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there is a lot of positives as well. It's like anything, I suppose. In the right hands, it can do a lot of good. In the wrong
Yeah.
hands, it can do a lot of bad. So
Yeah. Good old BT, says Alan Pearson, who
Good old
works
BT.
for BT. Apparently, Alan McGee looks like George Best back in those days. So it wasn't just the fact that he was his second cousin; it's because he looked like him. And Angela says you're able to put on creative quizzes for 12+ weeks for us all.
Yes.
I have.
Yeah.
I have. And trust me, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday is just out because I have to come up with quizzes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I suppose that's one thing with that is actually people that do online stuff. So I suppose what we call like bloggers or vloggers or
Online creators.
Yeah, online creators obviously spend a lot of time doing what they're doing. So that's quite a realisation that it's actually a lot of work.
Mm.
It's not as it all comes across as if it's quite easy and seamless and it's just there, but actually it's quite time consuming.
It is actually, yeah. The trouble, of course, is I try and make the things look nice. I mean, it was very easy for me just to write things down and then just hold it in a bit of paper. I mean, that's not difficult at all to a degree. That takes a little time, but it's the prep time, making it look nice for you all. That takes a bit of time. Good job the Brits invented the jet engine, the internet and the atomic bomb. Yes, jolly good news, isn't it? Jolly good news. Because all three of those have been very useful. And Peter Mason says, was Alan always drinking then? Like George Best?
See, I don't know much about George Best. So.
George Best was an exceptional footballer in the 60s and 70s. But he was a womanizer and a bit of an alcoholic. And he died young-ish. You know, he didn't, not that long ago. I think 10 years ago. I think
we're
he
not
died.
talking about the George that does the home stuff, are we?
No,
It's a
we're
different
not.
George.
No, George Best is died, unfortunately.
Yeah. That George is quite handsome.
Northern Ireland's Belfast airport's called George Best Airport. George Best Airport because he was from Northern Ireland. Played for Manchester United.
What's the fellow that does the
George Soros.
No.
He's not handsome.
I only commented on him because someone shared a photo of them with him. I said, yeah, lucky you.
I don't know what you're talking about. You're waffling away.
I'm
I have
waffling
no
onto
idea what you're
myself,
talking
aren't
about.
I, basically, yeah. Sorry.
Margaret's learnt that she needs hugs. Well, you can hug yourself, Margaret.
Aw.
It's like an exercise. Do this. You can then, like a cool down exercise, like a stretch for the arms. Give yourselves a little cuddle. Anyway, you should be part of a bubble by now, Margaret. You should be going and hugging whoever you can in your little bubble. Have you joined a bubble yet, Margaret?
Look at this. I just found a picture on my memories. 2012, I was also decorating. I was also decorating our flat around this time in 2012.
8 years ago. Maybe it's some sort of broody thing.
Oh, stop it. No, 2012 I wasn't. There wasn't even a twinkle.
Well, no.
I'd
Well, there was a twinkle, but there was no dinkle.
don't know quite what that means actually.
Me neither.
But yeah, I'd ripped up the carpet, obviously, and my having a carpet runner, but can't decide whether to go for carpet for the landing or laminate wood.
Oh, in the end, we had beautiful red carpet. It's still there now. We spent.
Bright red carpet, and it's in really good condition.
We were very lucky though that we were teaching someone that was a carpet fitter.
Yeah.
So we came up with something and we got exceptional carpet at cost price, didn't we?
Yeah.
And I mean, it was ridiculously expensive carpet, but it's still there now, and it looks fab still. It looks fab.
It looks really
bright
good
red
still.
as well with white walls. It looks awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So a dinky little flat.
I know, sweet, isn't it? Now housed by a couple of Italians. Yeah. So
I
I mean,
remember that. So I ended up painting that entire flat, didn't I? More than once, some rooms. So did the bedroom twice, did the second bedroom twice. I think that's it. Then everywhere else just did once. I ended up doing everything in white.
ciao, Jessica and Matteo. Go and eat your dinner.
Ended up doing everything in white, basically.
Yeah, now it's all sparkly.
Yeah, they've done
It's
it
got a bit of
sparkly.
Italian sparkle. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I think it's time for us to go and eat our dinner as well, Kel, isn't
I'm
it?
hungry, actually. I'm really
Yeah.
hungry. I was hungry before this, actually. I just finished, literally at 6 o'clock, I'd finished tidying up after painting. Quickly had a shower.
Yeah.
Got here.
Yeah.
Now I'm starving.
Me too.
I don't
Me
know
too.
what
Very
I'm gonna have yet.
peckish. Very peckish.
I'll find something.
Well, another entertaining little hour of
Yeah,
discussion, isn't
that
it?
wasn't too bad.
That wasn't too bad. I mean, it's yeah. It would be lovely if the weather's really nice next week. We can maybe go out the garden.
Yeah, we'll try and do that, shall we?
Yeah, we'll try and do that out the garden.
We need to mow it.
Yes,
We need to
do.
borrow the lawnmower.
We do need to borrow a lawnmower. Well, yes.
Give the lawn a little chop.
Lawn a little chop. Yeah, it's grown an enormous amount, hasn't it?
Yeah, some of the grass is quite
Yeah.
long now.
We've got quite a meadow at the back.
Actually, there's a few mushrooms as well.
Is there?
Yeah. 4 I've found. 4 mushrooms. Really big.
Yeah.
So I need to do something about that.
Wow, 12 weeks, Peter. You really want to cuddle my granddaughter again? It's been 12 weeks. Yeah,
Of course.
I can imagine.
Yeah.
I can imagine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a few people we know that are grandparents that, are missing out on those early weeks and months. Which
Well,
is a shame.
there'd be 3-month-old babies that
Yeah.
family members wouldn't have seen or been able to touch.
And
Yeah, 3 months old.
It's, and actually that's the thing, isn't it, with newborns and stuff. They say, human touch is so important
Yeah.
for newborns for their survival. So
Yeah.
I mean, obviously they still get that from their parents, of course, but
Yeah, but it's
yeah, it's not the
I mean, I
same,
couldn't
is it?
imagine if when Ella was born that my mum and dad wouldn't be able to see her or be close to her for 3 months.
It must
I mean,
be
it's crazy,
heartbreaking.
isn't it?
Must be heartbreaking.
Yeah, it's crazy. So you got to feel for those sort of people at that time.
Although my parents didn't see Ella, did they?
No, well, that's true. Yeah, but they did live on the other side of the world.
Yeah, that's the problem, isn't it?
Yeah. Anyway, with Southampton leading 2-0 at 7:30, we're going to leave it there now, and I'm going to go and get some dinner. What are you cooking me?
Nothing.
Ah, brilliant.
You're cooking.
Back to normal then. Back to normal. Anyway, everyone, thank you very much for joining us once again. Hopefully tonight's been a little bit better, hasn't it, the last couple of weeks, with a bit of a structure.
We've started with a structure, haven't we? And then
Yeah.
it leads the conversation.
Yeah. It does, doesn't it?
Jack Beale's joined, but now we're about to go, Jack.
Yeah.
So.
Sorry, Jack. We're going now. We're only leaving because you've just joined. If you're still... he's not. That's not the case at all. So, toodaloo, everyone. Thank you for stopping by this evening. And we hope that was a bit of fun for you. So, Kelly, we'll see you tomorrow morning if you're joining us. 10:30 for the lockdown workout. And then Sunday afternoon, 6 o'clock, Matteo and Jessica will be there again, ready for another... I think it's 6 o'clock, isn't it?
6 o'clock, I think.
I think it's 6 o'clock. Ready for another evening session of dance for you. So, lovely to spend some time with you. Thank you very much, everyone. Be safe, be healthy, and, of course, always stay...
Dizzy feet.
Absolutely.
Don't make me say that.
Stay safe, stay healthy, stay dizzy feet. It's our little slogan now. It's our lockdown slogan.
The lockdown slogan.
Lockdown slogan. Anyway, that's us done now. Dinner time.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, everyone. See you later.
Bye.
Bye.